Can you say Daddy plays video games?
Daddy's training the drinks.
Hey guys, the Gamer Dad here with my, I guess you could call it my second Hodge-Podge update of Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, we are less than 2 weeks away. Are you guys freaking stoked? I know I am. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that have come out over the past few weeks. It's been a little while since I did a Call of Duty Ghosts informational video. So let's go ahead and talk about my favorite thing, the one thing I'm looking forward to most in Call of Duty Ghosts. Guys, you know what it is? Squads. Now that's really cool because IGN has been doing these videos on squads. It's showing off war games, squad v squad, all this other great stuff. So some things that I've kind of taken away, I guess you could say, from these videos have been, I guess, a couple quotes from Ruben, a couple quotes from just I got from the videos. Number one, when they're doing the squad v squad, comes down to not only your skills as a player, but what you've done to customize your squad. So what choices you have made with your squad, which is just really cool. I think more and more as we see the development of squads, we see the development of actually individual soldiers, not just a class that you switch in and out all the time, but actually individual soldiers that each has their own class. With this progression, it just feels like a lot meatier of a game. Like it has a lot more substance to it, is what I meant. Not like an actual meteor that flies from space, but it has a lot more substance to it, a lot more depth to it with this. And they're talking about the different, of course, again, the different loadouts varies how the team is going to do differently. An example, even on the video, was that the guy playing the game had a kind of a mixture of sniper, like he was a marksman, he had some SMG guys, whereas the person he was playing against was running gun. Every single one of their squad members was like full out SMGs. And on that particular map, it wasn't beneficial for the enemy squad because it was a wide open map. So anyway, just something to consider. I think there's always going to be, if you push in one area, it's always going to come out the other. So there's always going to be something like a give and take. Hopefully that will kind of decrease the min-maxers out there. So the other thing that I loved about the gameplays is that it showed off my marksman class. Two of the videos that I think 3 or 4 that are out there, the dude was using marksman. Now, he really wasn't that good, but he was still showcasing the marksman class, that high power single shot class. And for me, I guess when I hear how much Mark Rubin, whenever he talks about the game, I feel like he's always mentioning the marksman class. Now, either that's a really great marketing ploy, or he's truly, his favorite class is this marksman. So when the guy that big really loves the marksman class, I'm hoping that it's done right. Excuse me. Now, I really like the fact that everywhere you go and whenever you hear about this marksman class, there's people saying it's hard to use but really satisfying. So I think the more work you put into getting better at that gun, the better you're going to be, the more satisfying your shots you're going to be. They also showed off a thermal holographic sight that you can switch to on the fly, which was pretty cool. Now, something also awesome to mention, well, I guess 2 things. If you have someone decked out in perks, let's say you're in multiplayer, you're going on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now Thursday night, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna hop in squads, and you got that guy decked out in perks. You kind of forgot about him, and you choose your other guy that's a sniper. Well, that dude that's decked out in perks, if you put him in your squad, he's gonna be running around. Maybe you set it up to where you only have the knife, and you have 80 bajillion perks, and whatever gun you pick up, that's your gun. That could be something you do. So anyway, I really like how it's not like you have to go and set up a whole new class or a whole new squad and spend all that time, and it's just whatever you use. You either use it in squad or use it in multiplayer. And the second thing that I wanted to talk about, it blends right into that. When you're gaining experience in squads, you can use that the squad points. When you're gaining that when you're playing squad v squad or war game or whatever, those squad points, you unlock stuff in multiplayer. You use stuff in multiplayer, you gain squad points, you unlock it, your character then goes to squad. So it's a really, it seems like a very smooth handshake between 2 different player modes that gives us as players a lot of options with this game. Now, the other one of the things that they showcased was War Game, which is one of the squads, and it was basically 4 human players and 2 bots versus another. It was kind of a 6v6. The other was all AI controlled, and it was really unique to see, how how the AI really acted. I mean, we hear a lot about how the AI is this much smarter and they spent all this time, but when you're watching this video, I mean, they're drop shotting, they're jumping corners, they're peeking, they're using that contextual lean, they're throwing C4 into a building. I mean, they're doing things that we do, sliding around corners, strafing. You know, it was pretty unique to see. I like watching AIs do that versus what they did in Black Ops 1. I'd play with my buddy sitting on his PlayStation, and if we kicked the difficulty up, all he would do is walk around iron sights and basically wallbang us. So this looks a lot better and a lot more fun and a lot more gratifying. It seems like it's going to be some really good practice, which is another thing that was talked about, is that in squads, you're giving the player, us, a choice to either level up, you know, working in squads, which is great, or level up in multiplayer. In squads, what it does is it gives us the ability to learn maps, to learn routes that we like to go, to learn our own play style. Because with new games like this, you're going to have to change up your play style. You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm playing Modern Warfare 3, and some of the videos that I posted is kind of get used to that. Very fast-paced, very quick deaths. That's what Infinity Ward games are. So when I went from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 2, I was getting rolled. Just crazy dying right when that game came out because I had to change my playstyle. And so squads is a great place for us to learn, but we're not being penalized by not gaining anything. We're unlocking, we're getting squad points, things like that. Anyway, as you guys can tell, I am extremely excited about squads. Anything that comes out about squads, I'm looking at it, I'm watching it, probably watching it over again, probably watching it too much. So, moving on, PC specs were revealed. Now, they're not too far off from what was expected from me personally. Call of Duty has never been a hugely intense graphic game. Battlefield is ridiculously intense for the graphics. Black Ops, as long as it's better than Black Ops 1 did on the PC, I'm happy. Black Ops 1 was the worst PC port ever. I mean, every time I started that game, I had to minimize my game, set priorities, stop certain things, bump for it. Every time. It was terrible. Anyway, so some of the PC specs, we're looking at 2.6 gigahertz, 6 gigs of RAM, 40 gigs of space. You know, it's basic stuff. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description below if you haven't seen it. And then, of course, we saw the single-player Call of Duty launch trailer. It was awesome. It was cool. I like that Eminem song a lot, so I almost just watch it for the Eminem song in the background. It looks like fun. If you guys hear this in my voice, I mean, I like single player. It's fun, but I buy Call of Duty for the multiplayer experience. For me personally, if you guys love the single player gameplay, I know a really good buddy of mine just loves the single players on Call of Duty, and he's always asking me or telling me about it. I'm like, that's cool, man. I love the multiplayer experience. And then finally, in the last Hodge-Podge video I released, Call of Duty information about, we talked about players that pre-order the PlayStation or Xbox, kind of what they get with the pre-order, like the little adorable the little avatar guy for the Xbox in the background, I believe it was, for the PlayStation, those kind of things. So they revealed what the PC guys get, and it's a little eyeball thing and a player card. So that's cool. You guys can see it right here with the eyeball. It's cool. So it's called the Watcher patch. So yeah. Anyway, that's what we got. That's the news. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of hit and miss. I mean, they spotlighted Riley. Did you guys know there's a dog in Call of Duty Ghosts? And they've spotlighted some other things. Charlie Intel's a great place to go, guys, for that information. And IGN's doing some really wonderful videos. So if there was anything that I missed that you guys thought was particularly awesome, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I guess you could say the comment question for the video is, what new information has gotten you stoked or more excited about Call of Duty coming out? If there is any. I mean, we're sitting in less than 2 weeks, guys. That's awesome. Can't wait. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have an absolutely wonderful night. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to check out other videos. Like, subscribe, comment. There's a Facebook and a Twitter link there if you want to go ahead and follow me. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Good night, Daddy.